Hi, it's Richard Hemming, founder of Under the Radar Report. I want to give you 3 quick steps to profit from what we are seeing is a market full of big gains and big losses. You cannot sit on the sidelines. The good news is if you follow these 3 simple steps, you can maximize your gains and minimize your losses. We've seen the rubber hitting the road in reporting season already. So we're seeing we're seeing some big moves. We're seeing like Novo Nordisk, one of the world's biggest pharma stocks, down 25% in the blink of an eye, 70 plus billion euros. It's a big move. We saw Boss Energy hit. We're seeing big moves on that side. We're also seeing big wins. Somnomed has more than doubled in 3 months. Intelligent monitoring systems up 35%. Hansen up 30%. Look, there are big wins to be made, but patience is necessary. So let's get to it. Here are the 3 simple steps to maximize your wins, minimize your losses. 1, take some profits, make yourself feel good. That always works. You want to be building up your dry powder. We've done that with Evolution Mining. We've done that with Insignia Financial under takeover offer. We've done that with Medibank Private, ASX, JB Hi-Fi. Notice that all these stocks are at the big end of town. Why is that? Because that's where the money is flowing. That's where the crowd's going. So valuations are at the upper end of what we're comfortable with. So that brings me to my second point. Once that, buy stocks that are not flavor of the month. Contrarian investing is a tried and proven way to make money, but you need to be confident in the fundamentals. Look, basically, momentum works until it doesn't. Often your initial gains are outweighed by the losses. Look at Novo Nordisk. On the other side of the equation, stocks that can be dead for months. I'm talking like 18 months. 18 months, it's a long time, but really it's not when it comes to your investment philosophy. Basically, these stocks can just suddenly get a fire lit under them, and we can see the gains that we're seeing in Somnomed doubling. We've seen that with Austal. We've seen that with Superloop. We've seen that with so many stocks. Basically, your patience is rewarded by other investors' impatience. So you use that impatience of the other investors to get opportunities. That's the secret, and that's what we're always looking for at Under the Radar Report. So what's the third point? Well, the third point is simply to understand the fundamentals. Understand the fundamentals by reading our research, because that's what we spend our time doing. So loads of stocks are going to be reporting in the next weeks. We're going to be on top of it. Get to grips with the fundamentals has never been more important, because we're seeing such big moves. You need to have comfort that most of your portfolio is tethered to fundamentals. So what does that mean? Basically, you need to be comfortable in the profitability of the company, in its ability to generate profits in the near term, the medium term. You need to be confident that the price you're paying for that isn't outlandish. So stocks like Novo Nordisk, that was trading at 30 plus times. Stocks like Drone Shield, that is unbelievably expensive on any measure you care to name. You are very vulnerable when you're in that situation. What you want to be doing is taking profits off those sort of stocks and looking for value opportunities. That's what we're doing. We're basically recycling funds. That's what investing is about. And we're using that ability to take profits to make ourselves more comfortable and less reliant on what the market does. So I cannot emphasize enough that this reporting season is going to be crucial. So our upcoming reports are going to be among the most valuable that we produce. Really take the time to read our research, because we take a lot more time in producing it. It's great to see you again.